Good day, everyone. I am Irish Catherine Velasco, your English teacher. Before we start, may I call everyone to please stand for our prayer? Mr. Bagtindon, would you please lead our prayer? Good morning, class. How are you feeling today? That's good to know. So, class, before you take your seat, kindly pick up the trash under your chairs or tables and arrange them properly. Class, as I call your name, kindly say present and raise your hand. Abdullah Kim, Bagtindon John Ray, Gayosa Elenita. Wow! So everybody are present today, and I hope everyone know our classroom standards. So what are those standards? Be prepared. Yes. Be positive as always. Be responsible. Correct. Be respectful. And important as be participative. Everyone must listen attentively because later I'll be asking you some questions. Before we dive into our lesson proper, let's start with an activity first. So are you ready? I can see the excitement in your faces. So let's start with an activity one first. It is called Tell Me About Yourself. So these are the instructions. Kindly read and comprehend. So the class will be divided into pairs. One student will interview the other using 5 questions, focusing on one personal trait such as crushes, hobbies, talents, families, and embarrassing or unforgettable moments. Okay, class, time's up. It's time for you to present. So who wants to present first? Okay, Carla and Carlo, kindly proceed in front. Very good, Carla and Carlo. So class, give them 5 claps. Now, let's proceed to the next group. Well done, class. You all did a great job. So class, based on the activity you've done, what do you notice when you compile the paraphrase answer into a coherent paragraph? Yes, Kim? That's correct. Now, let's have another activity. So class, are you ready? Yes. You should. So class, let's start for your next activity. So if you answer my question, you have additional 5 points to be added in your graded participation. So here are the questions. Have you ever noticed or experienced a debate or discussions where 2 people had very different opinions based on their cultural or religious backgrounds? How did it affect the conversation? Okay, yes, Kim? Correct. Next question. When discussing controversial topics, why it is important to listen carefully to others before making judgment? Yes, Anne. Next question. What qualities make someone a good debater? Yes, Josh. Very good, everyone. So give yourself a round of applause, please. Now, I will show you a short video presentation of Korban Classroom Debate. So, class, listen attentively and take down the important lines to identify the speaker, listener, and method of reporting information. So, class, after watching the video presentation, what did the speaker say? Yes, Gio. Exactly. So the speaker said that sometimes people do things in the name of religion, but they forget what love really means. The next question is, who's speaking to whom and how? Yes, Cherry. Exactly. So the boy student is talking to his teacher and classmates. Alright, so class, I know you have any idea for our new lesson today. So what do you think it is? Yes, Billy. Exactly. So for today's lesson, it focuses on the very important topic in both language and journalism. It is direct and reported speech, or it is also called indirect speech. So understanding this topic will enhance your communication skills and improve your journalistic writing, helping you convey information accurately and clearly. We're going to tackle the direct and reported speech or indirect speech. So, class, would you please read our learning objectives? Now, I'll be giving you some examples about direct and reported speech. So, these are the examples. So, Miss Mafet, could you please stand up? What do you think or what differences do you observe the way sentences are expressed? Exactly. You may now take your seat. First one uses her exact words with quotation marks, and the second one changes the words and time without quotation mark. Now, class, let us know what is direct and reported speech and their relation to journalistic writing. So when we talk about direct speech and journalistic writing, it is used when you quote someone's statements to provide credibility and factual accuracy to quotes or to captures the speaker's original tone or impact. However, or when we talk about indirect speech or reported speech, it is used to summarize longer speeches or conversations, making articles concise and clear without altering the facts. So it helps the readers to grasp the essence without lengthy quotes. As it is important for you to know what are the rules of direct and reported speech, especially in journalistic writing, as you want to be a journalist someday. So when we talk about direct speech and reported speech in journalistic writing, so the journalists selectively use direct speech for impactful, authentic quotes and reported speech for conciseness and narrative flow. So having a correct pronunciation maintains the clarity and credibility in news writing, especially in direct quotes. So having a reported speech enables the journalist to embed quotes within past tense narrative smoothly. So these adjustments helps maintain coherence and perspective in journalistic narrative. So direct quotes provide emotional impactful, while reported speech conveys facts with neutrality. So having a balance between direct and reported speech helps maintain the reader engagement and journalistic objectivity. So based on the activity you've done, what is direct and reported speech? Yes, Jonah. Exactly. So direct speech is when we say the exact words of someone, while indirect speech is when we tell what they said using our own words. Can someone give me the functions of direct and reported speech and also give me some examples? Yes, Jermaine. Yes, exactly. So Jermaine said that the function of direct speech is to show the exact words, while the indirect speech or reported speech is to retell what someone said. She also gave some examples. What is this again, Jermaine? Ah, yes. She said that indirect speech, so mom said, please clean your room. While indirect speech or reported speech, she said that mom said that I should clean my room. Can someone explain to me how to apply direct and reported speech in writing news article? Yes, John. Exactly. John said that in writing news, we use indirect speech to report what people said without copying their exact words. Very good. The next is, do you think knowing direct and reported speech will help you in writing news article? How? Yes, Elenita. That's correct. Elenita said, class, that it helps her in writing because it makes the story clearer and easier to understand. So very good. Now, Miss Shaina, please stand up. My question is, if you tell a classmate what the teacher said today, which would you use and why? It is direct or reported? Yes, very good, Shaina. Your class, Shaina said that she would use indirect speech to tell her classmates what the teacher said, so it's shorter and clearer. So, Mr. Vinegas, my question is, would you please stand up? How does reporting what others said affect how clear and polite your message is? Exactly. Very good, Mark. So, class, Mark said that using indirect speech can make sound more respectful. When messaging or texting a group chat, why might using indirect speech be clearer than quoting everyone's exact words? Yes, Kyle. Thank you, Kyle. Exactly. So, Kyle said, class, that indirect speech is clearer because we don't need to write everything what someone said word for word or word by word. Miss Stacy Laios, would you please stand up? So my question for you is, if you heard a gossips or rumors in your classmates and you shared it to your best friend, it is direct speech or reported speech? And it is okay to share information that is not reliable? Okay, very good, Stacy. You may now sit down. So Stacy said, class, that she will use reported speech, and it is not good to share, yes, rumors if you don't know if they are true, because it can hurt others or it can cause problems. Very good, Stacy. So class, let us first define what is direct and indirect speech. So would you please read the definition first, Miss Nayamen? Thank you. So when we talk about the direct speech in journalism, it presents the exact words spoken by a person. So it is enclosed within the quotation marks. So it conveys the speaker's original tone and styles. So adding authenticity to the message. Now, let me show you some examples of direct speech in order for you to understand more the topic. So, number 1, the mayor said the festival will start next Monday. Number 2, is everything clear? It is a direct speech because it is asked by John, or it is enclosed with the quotation marks. So as you can see, class, in this sentence, we can get the actual word without any changes. Also, direct speech uses quotation marks. So in these examples, we use quotation marks to indicate the exact words of the speaker said. Now, I'll be giving you time to convert the following sentences into direct speech in your notebook, and after that, I'll be calling someone to write on the board. Very good, class. It seems like you really understand our topic about direct speech. Moving on to the indirect or reported speech. Who wants to read the definition first? Yes, drop it. Thank you. So when we talk about indirect speech in journalistic writing, so it paraphrases or summarizes what someone said without quoting the exact words. So it usually involves changes in pronouns, verbs, tenses, and sometimes in time or place. Now, let me show you examples of indirect speech or reported speech for you to understand more. Number 1, the mayor said that the festival would start next Monday. John asked if everything was clear. So in this example, we changed is into was, and we added if because we did not get the actual word that the speaker said. So this sentence is considered indirect speech. Class, I'll be giving you time to convert the following sentences into indirect speech in your notebook, and after that, I'll be calling someone to write on the board. Is that clear? Okay. Very good, class. Thank you. You may now take your seat. So, do you have any questions? Clarifications? Okay, if not, so now we have the journalistic writing. So, it often oscillates between direct and reported speech depending on context, emphasis, and the need for objectivity. We also have the rules for converting the direct speech to reported speech. So we have the step 1, the back shifting tense. So the verb tense typically changes to past form because the reported speech refers to something already said. So for example, present simple changes to past simple, like I like music. It converts to she said she liked music. We also have the step 2, the pronouns. Pronouns, it is to adjust the pronouns to fit the reporter's perspective. So for example, I am tired. She said she was tired. The step 3 is the time and the place references. So it modifies words indicating the time and place to suit the context of the reporter or of the report. So example, here, changes to there. Tomorrow changes to the next day. So also remember, class, the practical applications in news writing or in journalistic writing. So in news writing, accurate use of direct and reported speech is essential to ensure the factual reporting while respecting the speaker's original intentions. Direct quotes must always be exact to avoid misinterpretations, and especially in sensitive or legal contexts. So reported speech allows journalists to paraphrase for the conciseness and clarity, which is helpful for summarizing opinions, speeches, or statements. So class, did everybody understand? Okay, again class, what is the difference between direct and reported or indirect speech? Very good. So class, I want you to get a 1/2 sheet of paper and I will show you 5 simple sentences from Kara's David Blanc. So it is entitled My Favorite Filipino Foods or My Favorite Filipino Words. So class, after you get a 1/2 sheet of paper, I want you to give these instructions. So after getting a 1/2 sheet of paper, and change the following sentences from direct speech to reported speech, or from reported speech to indirect speech accordingly. So pay attention to changes in pronouns, verb tenses, and time, place of words. As I want you to watch this vlog. Alright, so class, are you done? Please pass your paper in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Class, I want you to read instruction for your assignment to be passed next meeting. Okay class, that's all for today. So before we go, kindly pick up the trash under your table, miss. Okay, please stand up everyone. So Mr. Bagtindon, would you please lead the prayer again? Goodbye class, and see you next week.